I proposed to my girlfriend, but she turned me down, saying it wasn't her dream proposal. I told her I hoped her dream would come true and ended the relationship. Now everyone is upset. Here's the full story and some updates. I'm a 30-year-old man who had been with my ex-girlfriend, a 30-year-old woman, for the last 3 years. We met at my former job as co-workers and hit it off immediately. Normally, I wouldn't date a co-worker, but at the time, I had my current job lined up, so I asked her out. After our first date, I knew we had the potential to go the distance, and we'd been together ever since. We got along well, but we were total opposites. I'm more laid back and introverted, while she's really extroverted and emotionally intense. She's the life of the party, always wanting to be the center of attention, whereas I prefer to stay low-key. This difference caused some disagreements in the past, but we usually found a happy middle ground. Over the past few months, we seriously discussed marriage and family. We even looked at rings, and I talked with her parents. I bought the ring, and the only thing left was the proposal. 3 weeks ago, I proposed, but things didn't go as expected. I had planned a nice, intimate dinner for just the two of us after a day filled with activities she loves. Everything went perfectly. We talked about the future, and I told her I loved her. Then, I got down on one knee and asked her to marry me. She said no, not this way. I was confused and asked what she meant. She explained that she had always dreamed of a more elaborate surprise proposal with all her friends and family hidden nearby, in a public venue, with everything being filmed. She thought I would go all out for her. I told her that I had actually planned an announcement dinner for our friends and family a few days later, but I wanted this moment to be something intimate just for us. She said I should have waited for that dinner to propose. By this point, I was emotionally drained and heartbroken. I told her I hoped she'd get her dream proposal one day, and then broke up with her. She started crying, asking me to reconsider, but I left. I texted everyone, letting them know she said no, and we were done. Chaos. Pure chaos followed. She and everyone else kept telling me we could fix this, but I felt empty. I just wanted to get away, because it felt like there was no room for me in the relationship. It seemed like I had been catering to her wants, and her saying no to the proposal was the final straw. I think I'm going to transfer within my company and rebuild my life elsewhere. Am I wrong for breaking up with her after she said no to my proposal? Update. It's been a few days since my post, and I've had time to reflect on the comments and advice. I also needed space to process everything that happened. Many pointed out that her need to be the center of attention would likely continue to spiral out of control, leaving me constantly in the shadows. I thought about our relationship, and it became clear that every personal win I had in the past 3 years somehow turned into a moment about her. For example, when I got a promotion, she congratulated me, but quickly made it about how she had pushed me to be better, like I should be grateful to her. Any conversation about something important to me always ended up being about her, as if her issues were more significant. I remember when she talked endlessly about what her wedding would look like, with no mention of what I wanted or even us as a couple. It was all about her vision of being a Disney princess, wearing the perfect dress, and being the center of attention. What really shocked me was how she acted on social media after the breakup. She's been posting videos of herself sobbing, talking about how heartbroken she is since I left. But everything in those videos looks perfect. Her hair, makeup, lighting, background, everything. Who looks that flawless while supposedly having a mental breakdown? Meanwhile, I look like a mess, barely holding it together. Yet there she is, crying on camera, soaking up the attention, responding to every comment, and painting me as the villain for breaking up with her. I spoke with my family, and they suggested counseling, though they emphasized that it's ultimately my decision. I tried talking things over with her, but she blamed me for everything. When I asked how this could possibly be my fault, since she was the one who said no to the proposal, her response was that I should have known she wanted something more elaborate. She said I could still make it up to her, because she deserved it and wouldn't settle for less. Well, I'm done. This relationship is over. I've blocked her and anyone else causing me trouble. I've also submitted my transfer request at work. In about a month, I'll be starting fresh in a new place. I want to thank everyone for their advice, and hopefully, I'll bounce back and find someone who's a better match for me.